Hey there, it's Rachel Mullins, the host of Hashtag No Filter Fridays on Public House Media.
This is Emily, host of Beauties and Headcanons here on Public House Media. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media. Once you're done with this episode, I hope you'll come and check out my show, Beauties and Headcanons, where we talk about nerdy theories, games, TV shows, books, movies, you name it. We're here to talk nerdy to you. A new show comes out every Friday. Don't forget to subscribe on iTunes so you never miss an episode of Beauties and Headcanons. Thanks again for checking out the following broadcast on Public House Media.
Good morning. Self-care isn't selfish. And I want to apologize, first of all, for being late this morning. However, I was practicing my good self-care tips that I'm about to give to you. So I am, good morning, Kim Meyer. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Choose to Rise. Welcome to Public House Media. I'm so glad that you're here with me this morning. This morning we did not have school today. It's a scheduled day off. I knew I was going to have the day off, and I took full advantage of some self-care and some sleep, and slept in past my normal 4:30. Didn't really get up until like 6:30, 6:45, and then the kids were awake, and all the routine is all thrown off this morning with everyone home. But I want to talk to you today about self-care, and I want to talk to you also about how self-care is not selfish. That old belief of that keeps us from getting where we want to be in our life, what we need to do in our life to be positive caregivers, to be happy, healthy adults. We need to kind of put those things aside, put that resentment that goes with it aside, and really build on your relationships that can help you become a better individual. It can help you learn to strengthen your relationships. It can help you take care of yourself and take care of others. You can really, start to take care of yourself in a way that is a fun thing instead of an obligation, or you can have joy in the process and have more joy in your life instead of having self-doubt and things. Recognizing that you may not be taking care of yourself is the first thing that you need to think about, though, in how you can take better action. So this morning I'm going to give you 5 tips, a kind of a self-care checklist. Are you really taking care of yourself? And are there things that you need to maybe work on a little bit? So the first and foremost is meet physical needs first. Are you meeting your own physical needs first? Are you getting enough sleep? Right? That was definitely an area of concern for me. I was not getting a full 8 hours of sleep. I was sometimes only getting 6.5, and it was just really starting to wear on me. Last night I had a headache. I was super kind of grumpy with my kids. I just knew I needed more sleep, and so I took advantage of it this morning. So are you meeting your physical needs? Are you getting enough sleep? 8 hours a day is the key that you can do, but even 7.5, and if catching up on another time, it works better. Are you eating well? Are you putting good things in your body, unprocessed stuff that's not laden with sugar and chemicals and things like that? Are you eating whole foods? And then third thing, are you moving? Are you getting active? Are you pumping the blood up in your system? Are you meeting your physical needs first is number one. If you're not doing those things, I would highly encourage you that you start doing some of those things, whether it's swapping out water for pop, or it's starting to, reduce the cup of coffee that you maybe have in the morning, drink something else. If it's, instead of grabbing a donut at the convenience store, it's, taking along a banana, or, you can swap out a lot of things. If it's, if you're going out to eat a lot, stay home and cook for yourself. Or if you do have to go out to eat because of whatever reasons, choosing different options on the menu to make sure that they're healthier options. Because the better fuel you put into your body, the better your body's going to function. And that's always a good thing. Number 2, don't let others distract you from your needs. So this morning I was highly distractible with the 2 kids in the house and my husband home and other things going on. We're just out of routine. Normally I'm up at 4:30. I have my own personal development that I do. I have my own worship time, my a quiet time that I do, and then I come downstairs and I get my workout on starting at 5:30. And I'm very routine in those things. But this morning I slept in, the kids were awake already, he started making breakfast for them, there were other things going on, and I didn't get to my podcast in time. I didn't get to my workout the same time as normal. But I'm going to do them now. So I'm doing the podcast now. I'm going to work out right after this. I'm going to get through the things that are on my checklist and keep going through them. So don't let others distract you from them. If they are priorities in your life, you will find time to do them, and you will make sure that they happen, because self-care is very important. If you're not taking care of yourself cannot take care of others. Number 3, give yourself permission to say no. It's okay to say no to things. It's okay actually to say, it's perfectly acceptable to say no to things that are going to drain your energy and keep you from doing the things that are on your priority list. If it's not a priority in your life, if it's not one of your 6 roles of life, then I would highly encourage you that you do say no, that you don't go put your energy someplace that's not going to serve you in the long run. It's great to serve people. It's great to help when you can. It's great to, pick up, some slack for somebody if they absolutely need it. But if you're going to do that consistently and constantly, and the things on your priority list do not get done because you're doing everything for everybody else all the time, that's when you get run down and then you don't take care of yourself. So the 4th thing that you need to do is find ways to make exercise fun. So one of the first things I told you is you need to meet your physical needs first. And a lot of people are like, I don't like working out. I don't like exercise. It's awful. It's not fun. It's never a good experience. Well, I would say that you need to figure out how to make it a good experience. You don't have to be a runner. A lot of people are like, oh, I'm just going to start running. Running is kind of hard on our bodies, especially if you're not using good form, if you don't have good shoes, if you're, going too hard, too fast, too long, too fast. So make sure that if you want to become a runner, great, go for it and do it in a positive way. If you want to start lifting weights, if you want to start doing a cardio routine, you can find a trainer. You can go to a gym. You can try to figure it out yourself. You can also contact a coach like me, and we can hook you up with some great at-home workouts to do. I push play on a workout every day. I have a super trainer in my living room every morning, teaching me, showing me, telling me what to do next, and it makes exercise fun. Work out with people. Maybe you do find a class, a workout class in your hometown. We have 2 amazing gyms here in town as well that offer amazing classes. I choose to get my stuff done here at home because I don't want to be gone from my kids anymore. But I crank up the music. You can find a good routine, invite some friends over, whatever you need to do to make exercise fun. Make sure that it's an enjoyable experience so that you can continue to do it, that you want to continue to do it, because exercise is going to make you feel better. It's going to help build the endurance in your heart and your life. It's going to make your lungs stronger. It's going to make your body stronger. It just has so many benefits to it that it should be enjoyable. It should be something fun to do and that you want to do in order to get that to happen. The 5th thing is prioritize self-care before doing favors. So this kind of goes up to that number 3 of giving yourself permission to say no, making sure that you're prioritizing your self-care before doing anything else in the day. Not only make sure that your cup is full, your engine is full, but making your gas tank is full so that you can go out and do other things. Like if you're going to go out on a long road trip in your vehicle, right? Would you leave on an empty tank? No, because then you have to stop along the way and you have to fill it up. And that's the same kind of thing with self-care. If you are not filling your own gas tank, your own energy tank full of self-care with self-care, then you're not going to get very far down the road when you're going to help other people or you're going somewhere in life before you're going to have to stop and recharge. So make sure that you're always starting the day with a full tank of gas. Make sure you're always starting every day with prioritizing yourself before you do things for other people. That's why I get up at 4:30 in order to get my workout in. Okay, a couple those kinds of things are the major tips of the day. I'm going to give you a couple bonuses. Number 6, enjoy a spiritual practice to enjoy the moment, or develop a spiritual practice to enjoy the moment. So one of the things that I love to do with this is that I am always trying to have conversation. The more I am plugged into him, the more joy I have in my heart, the more peace I have inside of me, the more confident I feel because I know that he is driving my path. So I've talked about this before, a couple other podcasts, where I am the lamp, the Holy Spirit is the cord, Jesus is the plug, and God's the outlet, right? So if I'm in that path, if I'm developing a spiritual practice to enjoy the moment, I might just quietly in my head say, thank you, God, for this moment. Practicing that attitude of gratitude. I might also have a phrase or a verse or a statement kind of, on a sticky note or something that's in my pocket that if I'm having a hard day, or a phrase on my phone. Right now, I can't show you because I'm recording this on my phone, but I have a quote that's on a graphic I can just swipe across to a blank screen and just read it over and over again. It just grounds me. It brings me back to reality, you could say, and just reminds me that I'm loved, that I need to be grateful, and that things in life are all going to work out because of His plan, not mine. And number 7, the last one I'm going to get, the little bonus one I'm going to give you is let yourself do these imperfectly. I'm going to give you permission. I'm going to give you the blessings of not having to be perfect. And that is a hard pill to swallow for some people. Me, not so much. I don't need to be perfect. I have never really been one of good is good enough. And it drives my husband bananas because he is one of those people that has to have it perfect. But at least great. And so he's a little driven, a little crazy by me. But, allow yourself to know that things don't have to be perfect. There is no such thing as perfection. There is no such thing as it's too high of a standard. You can definitely do your best, and that's what I always try to do. Absolutely do your best, and give your best self forward. But it doesn't have to be perfect. If you always wait for a perfect time, if you always wait for the perfect moment, if you're always waiting for the perfect opportunity, those things are never going to arise because they do not exist. If you want something in life, you just have to go for it. If you want something in life, you have to start taking action steps to get to the point so you can make improvements, so you can get to a point where you feel like you are getting to the perfect moment. But the perfectness is not there. The only perfect person on this world was Jesus Christ, and He died so that we could live our imperfect lives with peace and hope, so that we know that we're going to go to heaven someday, which will be the perfect place, but not here on earth. So this morning, I hope that you give me a little forgiveness and a little grace for being a little late today as I've practiced my own self-habit behaviors, knowing that I'm coming at you with all genuine sincerity, and that I'm putting these things into place as well. I just don't come on here and talk about things that are could have, should have, would have, lovely things to do. I'm coming at you with things, real life, things that are happening in my day-to-day, things that I need to be practicing as well. I need to go get my workout in so that I can just love life again, and be imperfect in my day. But I hope today that you take one of these things and maybe drop below this video of something that you're going to apply today. Which one of these tips is it that you are really in love with? Which one are you going to try to give some real action to today and in the future, and really kind of step up your game a little bit? Are you going to work on being imperfect? Are you going to develop that spiritual practice to enjoying the moment, whether it's journaling or a phrase or a verse, or maybe you're memorizing some Bible verses? Maybe you are getting into some prayer time, some solitude time. Maybe you're prioritizing your self-care over doing favors for others. Are you going to find a fun way to get some exercise in? Are you going to give yourself permission to say no? Because that's one of the best gifts that you can give yourself sometimes. Are you letting others distract you from your getting to your own needs, or are you putting your physical needs first? Those are the kinds of things that when you can accomplish those things in your life, you're going to understand that self-care isn't selfish. Self-care is going to help you fill your bucket first so that you can care for others more. And that when you have that belief that you can do more, you can be more, you can be better, that's when that life really becomes magical. So I hope today that you take this self-care checklist. I hope it's been valuable to you. I hope that you are able to do something from it today and apply it to life. And let me know how they go. Give us a like, a love, share this with somebody who needs it. Let's see who can how you're improving your life. You want to contact me directly. Maybe there's something that you want me to speak about or share information on. Let me know. You can shoot me an email at choosetoriseup@gmail.com, and I would be happy to interact with you. I'd love to speak with you and learn more about my listeners. So have a great day, everyone. Have a fantastic Friday. I will be back here on Public House Media normal time on Monday morning, about 6:45ish, and see you all then. Bye.